The amount of snow we've gotten so far this winter in Chicago is a little bit ridiculous, but I can't let a little precipitation stop me from enjoying some breakfast sandwiches. For this recipe today, I'm going to be installing this Weber Q griddle on the right half of my Weber Q 2000. And once that's in place, I'm going to grab a can of non-stick spray and apply a light layer while the grill is off. And now, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and crank up that gas and fire up the grill and let my Weber Q preheat. As this grill comes on up to temperature, I'm going to grab my bacon and eggs. And so after about 15 to 20 minutes of winter preheating, I've now turned my grill to a medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down a couple strips of bacon on the Weber Q. Those of you out there who are a little bit more OCD are probably really annoyed right now with how inefficiently I am laying out these bacon strips. But I'm doing it this way because I'm trying to reserve the lower half of my griddle for the fried eggs. So with that said, I'm going to crack a couple of eggs onto the lower half of this griddle. There we go. Now that the bacon and eggs are on board, it's time to shut the lid and let these cook. After about 2 minutes, we're going to go and check and turn the bacon strips. Now, the fried eggs at this point are not quite ready to flip. If you recall from my full English breakfast video, you flip the fried eggs at the 4-minute mark. So let's shut the lid and let's get to that 4-minute mark. Now here we are 2 minutes later. For a total of 4 minutes elapsed cook time, it's time to give everything on the Weber Q griddle a flip. And you can see why I have kept the bacon on the top half of the griddle. It's because they are quite greasy and I don't want that running too much on the eggs. And as you can see, after 4 minutes of cook time, these eggs release very easily off the griddle. Now I'll shut the lid and let this cook for 2 more minutes. With about 1 minute to go, I'm going to begin to toast up my English muffins. First up, I'll lay out the 2 bottom halves on the non-bacon grease side of the griddle and place the fried eggs on top of each bottom half of the English muffin. Come on, needs a little help here. There we go. Next up, I'm going to lay a slice of cheese on each fried egg. This will melt them up and get them nice and gooey. And at this point, the bacon is pretty much done, so I'm going to get it out of its own pool of bacon grease and lay it on top of my partially assembled breakfast sandwiches. You can and probably should drain the bacon a little bit on some paper towels, but with all the snow around me, my space is somewhat limited, so I left it inside. Anyways, make a little bit more room on your non-bacon grease side of the griddle and toast up your top buns. And now, 1 minute later, for 6 minutes of total elapsed cooking time, use a spatula and cap off and complete your breakfast sandwiches. So that's it. Have a look, guys. These are going to be even more satisfying than the bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin you'll get at McDonald's. So, let's have a bite. Delicious. And as you can see, this egg is not runny, just the way I like it in my breakfast sandwiches. Pair that with a nice warm cup of joe, and you have a nice and easy to make breakfast for any day of the year. See you all again next time.